Volkswagen Golf, one of Volkswagen's most popular models on the road. And today we are looking at the new Mark 8.5 facelift. Now, is it a hot hatch or a hot mess? The new Mark 8.5 definitely has more of a sporty feel, and that's due to the fangs at the front, the LED matrix lights, and at the front here we have this honeycomb grille. The only thing I would like to mention, which is nagging me slightly, is that the lights do not extend all the way to the top, which I really think would have given it more of a dynamic appearance if that was the case. The GTE does come with a few much needed updates, and one being this really lovely crystal ice blue colour. However, it's not cheap and will set you back at £1,400, but it does also sound like a vape. So that did confuse me when I did first hear that. One detail I do love is the illuminated Volkswagen badge. It instantly modernizes the front and gives a futuristic glow at night. This car comes with 17-inch Richmond alloys, and just like the name Richmond, they're a little bit basic. I do think that they do have an electric look about them, and the car itself is very sporty, and I think it just needed to be a little bit more aggressive to really polish and finish the car off. At the back you do get these new LED clusters, which you can customize what option you want. You do have 3 to choose from, and it adds a bit of fun and theatre to every time you lock or unlock the car. Moving on to the boot, one thing I do love is that Volkswagen kept their badge as the boot handle, which in the GTE you do get 273 litre capacity boot space, which compared to a non-hybrid Golf, you are actually losing 100 litres, and that is due to the battery underneath. I would say Volkswagen have given some measly little dimple pockets, which you really can't fit much in. So that is a little bit of a shame in regards to that. Anyone just feel that this should be... Sitting in the new Mark 8.5, the most noticeable change is the new infotainment system, the MIB4. It has increased from 10 inches in the previous generation to now 12.9 inches. And when you scroll, you do get this whoosh. You do get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You also get to choose from 30 different colours for the ambience. So there are a wide range of different colours to choose from, and I hope this does show in the dark what choices you have. This new infotainment system is definitely more user-friendly and a massive improvement from the last generation. Volkswagen listened to its customers, and lo and behold, it's an improvement. Ida, which is Volkswagen's personal voice assistant, is integrated with Chat GPT. So if Ida isn't aware or doesn't know what you are requesting or asking, it will then configure Chat GPT to help with your request. So if I say, "Hello Volkswagen, tell me an interesting fact."
Why did a cookie go to the doctor?
I don't know.
He was feeling crummy.
Ah, not bad. Maybe if we do, "Hello Volkswagen, put my heated seats on please."
I've switched on the seat heating at the front right.
Pretty cool. Another change that Volkswagen have made is getting rid of the haptic controls. Now we have proper buttons. You also get the option of a heated steering wheel, which is a 3-setting steering wheel, so you can keep your hands nice and toasty. But Volkswagen couldn't resist keeping some touch sliders for the heating and for the volume. like me and someone who likes to blast their music while driving, I wasn't a fan of the indicator's lights being outside of the digital dashboard. I do feel that you do sometimes lose sight of the indicator still being left on or even being on at all. I do feel that being in this location would have been slightly more ergonomic. This button does a fancy trick and turns into a cup holder, which is quite fun actually. In the GTE Classic Blue, you do get the tartan heritage material with the blue stitching. One thing that I did find a shame was that there is no GTE logo etched on the seat, which I do find takes away that GTE heritage feeling. Sitting in the interior, there just simply isn't enough GT badging. The only badging that seems to be is on the steering wheel. But unfortunately, I don't feel that I'm sitting in a GT car. I think that is something which maybe we'll see in the next generation potentially. In the back, you do get a close amount of space. However, 3 adults may be a little bit of a squeeze, and especially if your front passengers are a little bit inconsiderate and do recline their seat all the way back, then yes, you may get a little bit squished. But 2 is the magic number because you do get this very nice tray table, which is a really nice feature with cup holders. Also, you do get some additional storage in the back, and you can change the temperature to suit your personal needs, and 2 USB ports. You also do get half-lined door bins in the front and the back seats. My first reaction to driving this car is incredibly smooth. You can hear that it's very quiet when it's using that electric battery, but if you do give it a bit of welly, then that petrol power really does kick in, and it's almost like the car's just had an espresso. The Mark 8.5 has a 19.7 kilowatt hour battery, which has a capacity of 82 miles, which is better than the predecessor, which had 40 miles range. That even allows some drivers to never even really engage or kickstart the petrol engine. In German terms, this car has 272 PS, or that is 268 brake horsepower. The top speed on the electric battery is 87 miles per hour, but the overall top speed on this GTE is 143 miles per hour, which I think is quite impressive after all. This car is forward drive, but what I would have to say, the connection of my hands to the wheels is absolutely amazing. Although this car is 200 kilograms heavier than its sibling, the GTI, which is equivalent to having a sumo wrestle in the back of your car permanently, it actually does still feel relatively smooth, quick and agile. Through corners you definitely do feel that extra 200 kilograms, but overall it is a pretty nice drive and it is quite fun. The 0 to 60 time on this car is 6.6 seconds, which it is in fact a second slower than its counterpart, the GTI. However, I would say it is still quite impressive for having all that extra weight on the car. GTE also has a specially designed 6-speed DSG gearbox, does allow you to use the paddle shifters to change gears should you like to. What really stands out this time is how Volkswagen have listened to feedback. It's keeping that familiar Golf balance of practicality and comfort. Sure, it's heavier than the GTI, but if you care about the polar bears, then the GTE might be one of the most well-rounded Golfs in this lineup. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next ride.